Have you ever felt like being your true self brings you more judgment than joy? You open up and share your truth. Suddenly the room feels colder, the conversation's more guarded. What if I told you that your authenticity might trigger envy in others without you even realizing it? Maybe you've experienced this. You decide to stop pretending, to live as your authentic self finally, and instead of feeling free, you notice whispers, judgmental stares, or even passive-aggressive comments. It's as though your light makes others uncomfortable. Being authentic is more than just a personal choice. It's a spiritual calling. It's about aligning with your higher self, stripping away the layers of who you were told to be, and stepping into the truth of who you are. But this journey isn't without its challenges. Authenticity, while freeing, often reveals others' hidden insecurities. You might notice friends pulling away or strangers being unexpectedly critical. Why does this happen? Why does being real seem to come at a cost? In a world that thrives on illusions, authenticity isn't just rare, it's revolutionary. It's like a breath of fresh air in a room full of pretense. And while it can feel isolating at times, your authenticity can inspire others and create ripples of change. In this video, we'll unravel the hidden dynamics of envy and authenticity. Why do people react this way? What does it reveal about them and you? We'll explore the psychological triggers behind envy, the spiritual lessons it holds, and how you can navigate this energy without compromising your truth. By the end, you'll understand the hidden cost of being real and gain the tools to stay grounded, protect your energy, and shine brighter than ever. So, stick around if you've ever felt like your authenticity is both a blessing and a burden. This message is for you. Being authentic means living in alignment with your true values, emotions, and inner self. It's about expressing who you are without wearing a mask or trying to meet the expectations of others. Your actions, words, and thoughts reflect your core truth when you are authentic. You're no longer confined by what others want you to be. Instead, you embrace the freedom of being unapologetically you. But breaking free from societal expectations isn't easy. From a young age, we're conditioned to follow a script, how to behave, what to say, and even how to dream. These norms are often designed to make us fit in, not stand out. And so, many people suppress their authenticity, afraid of what might happen if they reveal their true selves. The truth is, authenticity is rare because the world pressures us to conform. There's always a subtle, or sometimes blatant, expectation to blend in, to avoid rocking the boat. Behind this pressure is fear, the fear of rejection, of judgment, of being seen as too different. For many, it feels safer to hide behind a facade than to risk being misunderstood or ostracized. Yet, the power of authenticity is transformative. When you live authentically, you become a source of inspiration for others. Your courage to be real can awaken something in those around you. It's like a ripple effect. Your authenticity permits others to explore their truth, question the masks they wear, and embrace their unique selves. Moreover, authenticity isn't just about social impact. It's deeply spiritual. Living in alignment with your true self brings you closer to your higher self. It allows you to connect with your purpose and live a meaningful and fulfilling life. Authenticity bridges who you are now and who you are destined to become on your spiritual journey. Being authentic is a radical act in a world that often celebrates conformity. It's an act of bravery and love, not just for yourself, but for humanity. And while the path of authenticity isn't always easy, the rewards far outweigh the challenges. You gain freedom, clarity, and a deeper connection to the divine. Authenticity has a profound impact on the people around us. It's not just about being true to yourself, it's also about how your truth interacts with others. When you live authentically, you unknowingly shine a light on the parts of others they might prefer to keep in the dark. This is where the psychological concept of the mirror effect comes into play. By simply being yourself, you reflect to others what they fear to face within themselves. For some, this can be inspiring, but for others, it can trigger discomfort or envy. Imagine this. You've worked hard to accept yourself and your flaws. You've learned to embrace your quirks, dreams, and vulnerabilities. Then, you show up in a room full of people, and instead of being met with the same acceptance, you're met with judgment or resistance. Why does this happen? When someone sees you living authentically, it can remind them of all the ways they're not. It's not intentional on their part, and it's certainly not your fault. But your presence becomes a mirror, reflecting back their fears, insecurities, or unfulfilled potential. This mirror effect is powerful because it's deeply subconscious. Most people don't consciously think, "I'm envious because they're being real, and I'm not." Instead, it manifests subtly. Criticism disguised as advice, gossip, or avoidance. What they're reacting to isn't you, it's the emotions you evoke in them. They see your courage and strength, forcing them to confront their lack of these qualities. It's uncomfortable and for some, even painful. But this discomfort doesn't come from you being wrong. It comes from you being real. At its core, authenticity exposes vulnerabilities in yourself and others. The difference is that authentic people are willing to embrace their vulnerabilities, while others may still be trying to hide theirs. When you openly live as your true self, it sends a strong, silent message. I am enough, just as I am. This kind of confidence is rare, and it can feel intimidating to someone who hasn't reached that level of self-acceptance. It's not about flaunting perfection. Authenticity isn't about being perfect at all. It's about being real, flaws and all, and owning your story without apology. This openness can feel threatening for someone who hasn't yet embraced their own vulnerabilities. They might subconsciously compare themselves to you and feel they fall short. This comparison isn't about what you're doing, but their perception of themselves. Your light can inadvertently make others feel smaller, even if you're not intentionally trying to outshine anyone. This triggers feelings of envy, a complex emotion rooted in insecurity and fear. The cultural and social dynamics around authenticity further complicate this. We live in a world that celebrates conformity. From a young age, we're taught to fit in, follow the rules, and seek validation from others. The message is clear. Being different is risky. Standing out could mean rejection or failure. So, many people suppress their true selves to avoid rocking the boat. They choose the safety of blending in over the vulnerability of being seen. When someone comes along and breaks these unspoken rules, it challenges the entire system. Living authentically is a silent rebellion. It's a declaration that you won't be confined by societal expectations, that you refuse to wear a mask to please others. Your authenticity can feel like a disruption for those still adhering to these norms. It's a reminder that the rules they've been following aren't the only way to live, which can be unsettling. For instance, think about how society often values external validation over internal truth. People are praised for achieving milestones that align with societal expectations, landing a prestigious job, buying a house, or following a traditional path. But when someone prioritizes their inner truth over these external markers, it can provoke envy. Why? Because it challenges the idea that external success is the ultimate goal. It shows another way to live, guided by passion, purpose, and alignment with one's true self. Authenticity also highlights the cost of living inauthentically. People who suppress their true selves often feel a deep, unspoken frustration. They might not even realize it, but they sense something is missing. When they see someone else living authentically, it shines a light on that void. This can create a mix of admiration and resentment. Admiration for the courage to live authentically, and resentment for the reminder of what they're missing. It's important to understand that, while uncomfortable, envy isn't inherently bad. It's simply a signal. For the person experiencing it, envy can be a wake-up call, an invitation to examine their own life and ask, what's holding me back from being my authentic self? For the person triggering envy, it's an opportunity to practice compassion and to remain grounded in their truth. This doesn't mean you should shrink yourself to make others more comfortable, quite the opposite. Your authenticity can inspire others, even if their initial reaction is envy. By staying true to yourself, you model what it looks like to live with integrity and courage. You show others that it's possible to break free from societal expectations and find true freedom in being yourself. Living authentically is one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself and the world. It's bold self-love that challenges the status quo and invites others to do the same. Yes, it might trigger envy or discomfort in some people, but it also has the potential to spark transformation. And while not everyone will celebrate your authenticity, the ones who do, the ones who see your courage and are inspired by it, will make the journey worthwhile. When you embrace authenticity, you step into a higher frequency of truth and alignment with your soul's purpose. But with that, you also encounter challenges on an energetic level. One of the most significant is how envy drains both your energy and the person feeling it. Envy creates a subtle but powerful energetic tug, as if someone is unconsciously trying to pull you back down to a level where they feel more comfortable. It's not malicious most of the time, it's just a reaction to the discomfort your light brings to their shadows. This is where the spiritual cost of authenticity becomes evident. When faced with low-frequency energy like envy, dimming your light or shrinking yourself can be tempting to avoid making others uncomfortable. But doing so comes at the expense of your growth and your mission. The key is learning to navigate these energetic challenges without losing your light. Practices like grounding, meditation, and energy protection can help you stay centered even in the presence of envy. Remember, your role isn't to fix how others feel, but to hold space for your truth with grace and compassion. From a spiritual perspective, envy is more than just a negative emotion. It's an opportunity for growth for you and the person experiencing it. Spiritual teachings often remind us that emotions like envy are reflections of unhealed parts of ourselves. For the person feeling envious, your authenticity is a call to look inward and examine what they might be suppressing or avoiding in their lives. While this isn't your responsibility to address, it's worth acknowledging that your journey can catalyze someone else's healing, even if it doesn't appear that way at first. Envy can also be a chance to deepen your compassion and understanding. Instead of reacting defensively or taking it personally, you can see envy as a sign of someone else's struggle and offer them kindness, even if it's from a distance. This doesn't mean allowing toxic behavior into your life. It means recognizing the humanity behind their reactions and maintaining your own energetic boundaries. Envy also plays a role in the broader spiritual evolution of humanity. Karma teaches us that every action, thought, and emotion has an energetic ripple effect. When envy arises, it creates an opportunity for karmic growth. For the person feeling envy, it's a chance to break free from patterns of comparison and judgment, to step into self-awareness and self-empowerment. For you, it's a reminder to stay true to your mission and to respond to challenges with integrity. Every time you navigate these moments gracefully, you contribute to the collective spiritual evolution, helping shift the energy from division to unity. This brings us to the deeper reason why your authenticity is essential. It's not about them, it's about your soul's mission. Your authenticity isn't just a personal choice, it's a spiritual calling. You're here to fulfill a unique purpose that can only be achieved when you live as your true self. When you let your light shine, you act as a beacon of truth in a world that often values illusion and pretense. Your authenticity challenges deception, inspires transformation, and clarifies those seeking their path. Authenticity is a revolutionary act in a world filled with distractions and false narratives. It cuts through the noise, offering a glimpse of what's real and meaningful. When you live authentically, you remind others of their truth, even if it takes time to embrace it. You're not here to please everyone or avoid conflict. You're here to walk your path, and in doing so, to light the way for others ready to step into their own truth. Authenticity, at its core, is an act of service. It's not about seeking validation or proving anything to anyone. It's about living in alignment with your higher self and trusting that the right people, opportunities, and experiences will align with you as a result. The envy of others is a side effect, not a reflection of your worth or your journey. It's a reminder of the transformative power of being real in a world that desperately needs more authenticity. So, when you face envy or resistance, remember this: your light isn't the problem, it's the solution. By staying true to yourself, you contribute to the healing and awakening of the world, one step, one interaction, one moment at a time. And that is a mission worth embracing. One of the first steps in navigating envy is learning to recognize it. Envy doesn't always appear in obvious ways. It can often be hidden beneath subtle behaviors, like criticism that feels unnecessarily sharp, exclusion from group dynamics, or passive-aggressive comments that seem designed to undermine you. These actions might not always scream envy, but when you notice patterns of negativity or resistance that seem out of place, it's worth taking a closer look. Beyond external behaviors, pay attention to emotional cues. Often, you'll feel an energy shift when someone around you is experiencing envy. You might sense tension, unease, or sudden distance in the relationship. Trusting your intuition is key here. If something feels off in your interactions with someone, it might indicate envy is at play. Recognizing these subtle signs helps you approach the situation with awareness rather than reaction. Once you've identified envy, the next step is protecting your energy. Being authentic doesn't mean you have to absorb the negativity of others. Setting clear spiritual and emotional boundaries is essential. This can be as simple as deciding not to engage in conversations that feel draining or creating physical distance from people who consistently project their insecurities onto you. Meditation, visualization, and grounding techniques can help you maintain your inner balance. For example, you can visualize a protective shield of light around you, keeping out negative energy while allowing love and compassion to flow freely. Grounding techniques like spending time in nature, practicing mindfulness, or simply focusing on your breath can help you stay centered and unshaken by external energies. Another powerful tool is journaling. Writing down your feelings and experiences can help you process them without carrying them around. When you feel the weight of someone's envy, journaling can provide clarity and release, helping you focus on what truly matters, your growth and authenticity. Responding to envy with compassion is the most challenging yet rewarding approach. It's easy to feel defensive or even frustrated when faced with envy, but reacting with understanding can transform the situation. Remember, envy stems from insecurity and unfulfilled potential. By choosing to see the person's struggle rather than their actions, you shift the energy of the interaction. Instead of confrontation, consider responding with kindness. This doesn't mean tolerating toxic behavior, but offering a perspective that might help them see their potential. A simple statement like, "I believe in your ability to achieve what you want to," can open doors for healing. Sometimes, acknowledging their feelings without judgment can diffuse tension and create space for understanding. Helping others see their potential is a way to channel the energy of envy into something positive. When you inspire others to recognize their own strengths and embrace their unique paths, you transform envy into motivation. It's not always an easy process, and not everyone will be receptive, but planting the seed of self-belief in someone else can be a powerful act of compassion. Ultimately, staying grounded in your truth is the most effective way to handle envy. The reactions of others are beyond your control, but how you respond and whether you let those reactions affect your energy is entirely up to you. By recognizing envy, protecting your energy, and responding with compassion, you create a space where your authenticity can thrive without being overshadowed by negativity. You honor your journey while offering others the opportunity to start their own. Authenticity is one of the most powerful gifts you can offer to the world, but as we've explored, it doesn't come without its challenges. Living authentically can reveal hidden insecurities in others, often triggering feelings of envy. But here's the key takeaway. Envy isn't about you. It's about the unresolved fears and doubts within the person experiencing it. When you understand this, you can navigate these challenges gracefully, protecting your energy while staying true to yourself. Your journey toward authenticity is not just valid, it's essential. It's a necessary step towards spiritual awakening and alignment with your higher purpose. By embracing who you truly are, you create ripples of inspiration and transformation in the world, even if not everyone is ready to celebrate your light. Your light may trigger shadows in others, but never dim it to make them comfortable. Shine brighter. The world needs your truth now more than ever. Keep walking your path, knowing that every step you take as your authentic self is a step toward a more awakened, compassionate, and authentic world. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you experienced envy from others because of your authenticity? How did it make you feel, and how did you handle it? Share your stories in the comments below. I'd love to read them and continue this conversation. If you found value in this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for more spiritual growth, authenticity, and self-discovery content. Let's build a community to support and inspire one another on this journey. And don't miss the next video, where we'll dive into how to strengthen your energy field and stay true to yourself. Together, we'll explore how to protect your energy, maintain authenticity, and thrive in any situation. See you there.